Well, this design calls for a dogwood, the Stellar Pink Cornus root cane dogwood, to be planted in the position shown here. This symbol, U-plant tall tree symbol, has come from the sized group of symbols in the gCADPlus environment. So when it comes in appropriate. It's come from the tall tree group. So the canopy diameter is in the tall trees in that group is set at 10 units or 10 feet in canopy diameter. So you can scale it up by simply selecting it, right click, pick scale, click in the midpoint, come out near the edge of the canopy, and we make that canopy diameter more realistic. And if we measure from one side to the other, we get 13 feet. You might want to make that a little larger, and you can do it dynamically in the way we showed. The reason for using those symbols is that symbol, you'll notice it's called U-plant tall tree number 3, and its colour is set by layer, as is its line weight. If we have a look at the layer stack, here's that tall tree layer there. Its colour is 253 continuous, and its line weight is set at 005. So I can make the line weight for that layer whatever I want. I can make it 004 or whatever. So I've said draw that as a fine line weight. When we go into architectural plants, here's our symbol that we've just brought in, and notice that as we zoom in, this line weight is actually heavier than the symbols underneath, so that needs a little investigation. Let's pick one of these symbols underneath, and we'll edit the block, and we'll pick the block. It consists of a number of little short arc segments, but if we pick them, notice that the line weight is set at the finest line that the plotter can plot, 003 inches, and so we'll close. So that's why when we go to these plants here, our new symbol that's come in from the size group looks heavier than the group underneath. We can of course fix that by simply going into here and editing that block, and we'll just grab everything. And previously it was, so we want line weights not by layer, but we want to set it at 000. So now when we close the block editor and come in here, now we've got a very fine line running through here, through there. I suspect you would probably want heavier line weights for all of the drawings, so you need to be a little bit careful. The line weights can, as you can see, can be set by layer or set in the symbol itself. So what we've done here is changed our symbol to match the symbols that were already in the drawing, and we're changing them and setting them in that way. My preference is to control line weight by layer, and then you can adjust the line weight in the layer according to the size of paper that you're using. The way this drawing is set up, you are set, and it'll always be very, very fine in the way it's drawn. Even on a big sheet it will be fine. Drawing with a very fine line is fine on a tiny sheet that's attached to your small printer, but when you want it on a large working sheet, you're going to need heavier line weights.